Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. In this video, I'm going to be talking about, the major changes that will be taking place in Manchester United's hierarchy. There's going to be a lot of changes. There have been a lot of talk, speculations. We'll see if the trigger will actually be pulled, and that starts with Jim Ratcliffe because although he's not cemented himself in the administration of Manchester United with the Glazers, that's going to come at some point. But you see these intentions, and these tensions is clear that he's really done with the business. Like, he's dead ass. He's looking to make changes on the football side, in the football aspect of Manchester United, which is the 25% that he's invested in, and he's going to invest with $1.3 billion. So he's really making change. I mean, Richard Arnold is suspectedly has been sacked. Although it says here from the Mirror, I have to take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt, isn't me? They're saying that he has left. Like, they didn't say that he got sacked, they said that he left. That he will leave his role as CEO of Man United, with Patrick Stewart set to take over as interim charge until a permanent replacement is appointed. So, although this is temporary, you could see there are changes. You could see there's action taking place. Now, some persons may say, well, that type of talk was talked upon when we had Ragnick, but there wasn't no major change. Well, the difference was that Ragnick wasn't a permanent manager at the time. You see me? And at this moment in time, call me naive, call me ignorant, call me belligerent, but at this moment in time, as some person would say, it's the hope that kill you. But I am quite optimistic. I'm quite positive as to what I'm looking at right now. I like what I'm seeing, and that is changes. Ratcliffe, I don't know much of this guy, but he seems as a no-nonsense old type guy. Like, he's old school. Like, if he wants something done, it's going to be done. If he wants something removed, it's going to be removed. This virgin could be a surgeon, he gets rid of cancer. You see me? And that is the ruthless that we've been lacking. The Glazers don't have it. I mean, they sacked the manager like way over. Like, they should have sacked the manager a long time ago, but they wait like a couple years after or whatever. But with Ratcliffe, you can see that he's looking to make changes, and with Patrick Stewart coming in as interim CEO, it's a change. It's something new, man. It's something I'm looking forward towards it. And it says here that Manchester United's hierarchy look to set to, man, I can't even read, trust me. Manchester United's hierarchy looks to set to undergo, maybe I can't read, or is it that these people can't even write? Undergo major changes with the appointment of a new chief executive. That is a new position that will be vacant, and that falls to Jean-Claude Blanc. And Jean-Claude Blanc, though I haven't heard much of this guy, but if you look on his CV, you could see that this virgin has been around the block of football for a few bit. He's been at PSG. He's been at PSG. He's been, you could say, successful or reasonably successful at PSG. He messed with the old ladies as well. Isn't me? He spent time with the old ladies in Juventus interim. So on his CV, you could say this is not no new brethren we're going to recruit as our executive. You could say that this brethren has experience, he has credibility, he has the ability to make changes in that position. He knows what that position comes with. He's been competent, and personally, I'm confident that he can add to the change that is going on in terms of the football aspect. This man that start with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Now, I'm not with other persons that are looking to call Jim Ratcliffe a rat or whatever. I don't know how that applies. I mean, I guess I could say because the rat is a prefix of his last name. But in terms of football, man, again, some person may say, don't be naive. This thing tried to happen already with Ralph Ragnick. Ralph Ragnick had the same thing. Was trying to make changes, having Darren Fletcher as director of football. Dude, Darren Fletcher was no experienced person being a director of football. Right now, we're linked with experienced director of football. Person that can come in and make changes. Having a stronghold on our transfers. not allowing the Manchester United manager to have a high degree of influence, a high degree of say so on the transfers. No, he can give his input as into what he wants, man. But the thing is this, man, if things go haywire, if things go defunct, if things go reasonably badly with the manager and he go get sacked and we still have his players here, that can cause an uproot atmosphere, if you ask me. You see me? And in my opinion, the CEO, the director of football, the football side of the club should monopolize, should impose their influence in terms of transfers. You look at Ajax, not to you have to spy over in their camps, but you look at Ajax, although they're doing bad. But look at the prime time of Ajax. Yes, they bring recruits from their academy, but their recruitment is top notch. You look at Barcelona, at least in the 2000s, is me, top recruits with I can remember the president at the time. Laporte. And I'm not talking about Bartomeu. I'm not talking about that bridge. Is me. You look at not Real Madrid. You look at Bayern Munich. Right? Yes, so they have football structure in place. They are the ones that control the transfers, not the manager really. Again, the manager can get his player here and there, but it's not going to be an ongoing thing. They're not in total control of the transfers like you see with Yezmi. I mean, at Arsenal, you could say Arsene Wenger had a good amount of say on the players he wanted. And that could be seen with the nationality of the players, because this Bridging wanted a lot of French players that were reasonably young so that he could develop them. He didn't have the transfer budget of Manchester United standing. He didn't have that. He bring in players like Sylvain Wiltord, Petit, Thierry Henry, Nicolas Anelka. You see me? He brought in Overmars. You see me? Overmars came from I think he's from Dutch Ajax, young player, and he start and so at the time Wenger had a say on transfers. So Alex Ferguson had a say on transfers, although we had David Gill at the time before Ed Woodward. We had good players. He brought in good players. We're linked to Ronaldinho. After David Beckham got sold, we had to be content with signing Cristiano Ronaldo, and what a player he became for Manchester United. Is me. Ronaldinho went to Ronaldinho went to Barcelona. I think we wanted him from Barcelona. I can't remember. But it's me. But you could see that Ferguson, even a manager of his standing, had a say so on the transfer. But in this era of football, there has to be football persons that is controlling the narrative, that is actually pulling the strings. We can't be allowing the managers to have their says in this modern era, man. Because things can go haywire, man. And that can be seen if you go sell Eric Ten Hag. Because if you go sell Eric Ten Hag, you can't sell a manager, can you? But if you sack Eric Ten Hag, there's a good chance that he may have to sell off his place with him too, so they can go in the same boat and go to wherever they're going to. Because Sir Jim Ratcliffe is supposedly he wants to sell off Anthony. I've stated that in my video talking about the players that he's looking to supposedly sell to ease up some funds to rebuild Old Trafford or something, you see me, down that line. So Anthony, I think Casemiro, he's been linked with a move to Saudi Arabia in January, and a few other players. So you could say, although I want Anthony to be, because he's a bad sign. Anthony is a bad apple, man. He's a bad stain in a t-shirt. This Virgin will not get washed out, so he's not going to improve our squad whatsoever. I believe he needs to be sold. Is me. So my point is that Eric Ten Hag, even if he's here now, he knows that with Ralph Rangnick is on my mind now for whatever reason. Even though he's at Manchester United right now, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to be the Manchester United main man when it comes on to football. He's going to be that main guy that makes the changes, pull the strings if needs be, when it comes on to the aspect of football. He knows that he's not going to have that same control as he did starting like 19 months ago, getting whatever player he wants. He's been given good enough money to get the proper players that would suit the quote unquote system that he's trying to impose. Because he hasn't imposed his system or nothing. He's adapting to the players that he has, which is not a good indication of a good manager. Because if you're a good manager, you impose your style of play. That's what you do as a good manager, amongst other things. And you look at the players that he signed, going back to Anthony, like I just said, Anthony, he signed Mason Mount. I didn't want Mason Mount to come to Manchester United. And I've stated that he might welcome to Manchester United Mason Mount, although I didn't want to. But I said, welcome to Manchester. I didn't want this brethren. I don't see what he brings to Manchester United. Plus, you have Bruno Fernandes. Both of them are like in the same position. So you go start two number 10s now. Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount. That's going to make our midfield imbalance. Who's going to be the anchor man? Who's going to be the guy that's going up and down? Who's going to be the guy that's going to cover? Who's going to be the guy that's sitting? I have these two number 10s. It don't make no sense if you look at it. So, yes, we do need these football guys. This Jean-Claude Blanc guy, he's going to sort things out. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, I know. So again, like I said, bro, it's the hope that kills us. Hey, man, I'll put my right hand on the Bible and say, let me put on the Bible. I hope that things change for the better. Is me, I've been through too much pain. I've been played with. Is me, my emotions have been messed up with. Is me, I've been broken up with. I've been frustrated. I've seen the bad side, the downside, the ugly side of Manchester United, and I want that side to end. No, of course, it's a process. Because I'm not saying that when these guys come in full head on officially, like we just go back to Manchester United in 2003. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the process, as this word process, this word process, person is talking about, oh, trust the process, man. The process is in play. I'm said, hey, again, bro. I know I'm putting my heart out there to be. I'm being vulnerable right now. Is me. I'm putting my heart out there to be killed again. But I'm going with what I'm seeing. I'm being optimistic. In saying to myself that things can change. Few players can get sold to release up some funds. Jean-Claude Blanc in, Patrick Stewart in as the acting CEO. Richard Arnold is out of the door. He's going back home. Is me. So we have seen a change. Is me. I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Something else I wanted to cover. Give me a second. This article is not loading for some reason. So yeah, I'm just happy with how things are. And see, according to this article, it's saying that Blanc is a leading figure in Illinois sport. The company founded by Ratcliffe, which oversees the billionaire's sporting portfolio. So I guess this guy was at Nice, the French club in France. So yeah, basically, man, this is a stepping stone, and it's been said that he's like the Lionel Messi of football, of the sports business. Now, I'm not going to be drawing no comparisons, man. I just want you to get, pull up your socks if you're at Manchester United, and start getting some things done. Make some changes. If you're this Lionel, I'm talking to Jean-Claude Blanc, excuse me. If he's the Lionel Messi of the sporting business, prove that. Prove that. I'm looking. I want you to prove that. Because I would like to think that with your CV, the degree, the notoriety of your CV, you've been around. You're not born into this business just last night. You've been here for a long time. And with the CV that you have, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, isn't me? I want to see what you're going to do. This club needs to improve. Isn't me? So, with Ratcliffe, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, making these bold moves, sucking Arnold, I'm saying, my goodness, are you serious? Things are changing around here. Oh man, I'm I just want to talk, man. To be honest, I'm just happy with how things are looking. Not how things are right now, but the promise behind it. What the changes that I'm seeing right now. The 25% investment from Sir Jim Ratcliffe for the $1.3 billion. I hope it proves to be vital and very beneficial to Manchester United fans. Because again, bro, we have suffered too much for 1 decade, and this is beyond 1 decade. Let me say something right now. Even when we're winning the league, even when we're winning games convincingly, we were still suffering. It just caught fire when Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. I don't think some guys get that. I don't think some United fans get that. That even, like I said, bro, after 2010, that is where, in my opinion, when Manchester United started to fall off slowly. It's like Titanic, isn't it? You just hit the iceberg, but you don't sense that the ship is sinking. But at the time, it's just sinking. And you don't sense it, you don't feel it. But once you see the water has covered the propellers at the front, you say, okay, oh, we're sinking now. So that was when, in comparison, when Sir Alex Ferguson retired, we say, oh, we can see that this club is declining. Hello? You see me? So the changes has to be mixed. Has to be mixed, man. This thing it has to be made. And I'd like to believe that Sir Jim Ratcliffe can hold his club by the horn, well, the football side of the club at least, anyway, and say, yo, I'm gonna shake up some stuff around here, so some stuff go change. And with what I'm seeing right now, I am happy with what I'm seeing right now. You see me? And I don't want to think negative and say, oh, it's not going to work out. Is me? Because I mean, Manchester United fans for the last decade or so, man, you could say that some of us are like inclined. Our natural inclination is negativity, because that's what we have been exposed to for the last decade. So it's like we wake up 3 a.m. in the morning, negativity. So we're used to it. We're used to being skeptical about changes, because we thought, say, oh, some person knew say Moyes wasn't going to work out. Oh, you got LVG, won the Champions League with Ajax, a young squad with Ajax, managed Barcelona with great players, didn't do so well at Barcelona, fell out with a few players like Rivaldo, but he's still a good coach. Went to Bayern Munich, he changed up some stuff. It's transformed Schweinsteiger from a right winger to a centre midfielder, and he became a world class midfielder. So I'm looking forward towards this guy at Manchester United. I believe this guy. But when he came, we lost our first game in the Premier League. That's number 1 against Swansea. Is me all the Rooney scored a good goal. Is me what we still lost. We didn't improve. We won 1 FA Cup, won 1 trophy under his reign. In his 2 season reign, we won 1 trophy, which was unsatisfactory, if you want to use grade report card, comments. Oh, that's unsatisfactory work. You go get Jose Mourinho, won the treble with a peak Inter Milan side. Like, they were just primed. You see me? Like, they weren't young, but they weren't fully old. They were just in their peak, just like that, like in the middle, just neutral. Won the Champions League with Porto. Who'd have thought? Is me. Went to Real Madrid. Oh, in his second season, not only did he win the league, Ronaldo became top scorer. Is me. I think was Ronaldo top scorer? No, I think Messi was top scorer, because Messi got scored 73 goals in our competition. Well, what the hell is that about? But in that season with Real Madrid, the side scored over 120 goals, if not 120 goals in our competition. But this guy was supposedly a defensive coach, a pragmatic coach, a lock shop type coach. And he had 4 strikers that had over 20 goals. Higuain, Ronaldo, who else? Benzema, that's 3. And I think, who else? I'm forgetting right now. Di Maria was doing well. He had a lot of assists. Is me. Kaka had his numbers. But so, he knew how to manage that side. So, him coming to Manchester, I'm like, oh, let's see what's going to go, with Jose Mourinho. We won the Community Shield. Zlatan said that, cool. won the Euro League, won the Carabao Cup. That's two trophies in one season. So we're saying, things looking promising here. Let's see what the second season, we'll see what comes in the second season. We get Champions League qualification. Zine, we get second place, which he states that, this is the best achievement of my career. At the time, some persons were saying, okay, this nigga is on Portuguese crack. What is he talking about? Get second place with the squad. We should be winning the league. Dude, that was an achievement for him. And now we're seeing that. And this goes to what I'm saying. Why I think he did that rant, Jose Mourinho, in March of 2018, talking about football heritage. This is the reason why this is the reason why these changes are happening right now. And it took us 5 years and about 8 or 9 months to go catch up to that. And that's 5 years ago. He said that in his press conference against Brighton in the FA Cup. You see me? So this football heritage, our recruitment, based on what I'm seeing right now, looks to be improving. What Mourinho was talking about, Man City's recruitment. They've recruited. I think he spoke on Chelsea. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been a long while. It's me. But he was basically talking about the recruitments of other clubs and why they are successful. And you look at Manchester United and their poor recruitment, and you wonder, why are we not winning trophies? Why is it that there are some players that are coming through the academy look promising, but in 2 years' time they're playing for Preston North End and some League Two side. They are at Manchester United. All about recruitments, man. All of this is just boiled down to recruitments, man. So football heritage is real big. It's a big topic. And this is why these changes with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Jean-Claude Blanc and, this Patrick Stewart brethren is looking promising. But like I said, we have to see how things are looking right now. Things are not going to change. Rome was built in a day. I know it's a cheesy cliche statement, but it's true, man. We can't be saying, we have to win the league now. Relax yourself. Hold your horses a bit, honey. We can be. It's a process. Yes, it's cliche. It's a process we have to trust. It's just that we have been so reactive to a decade that even before Sir Alex Ferguson retired, this type of thing should have happened. You see, because hindsight would say, if that happened in 2008, in 2013, we'll be looking at it a decade later and say, even when Sir Alex Ferguson retired, we still won trophies. But that's not the case. So we have to go start from a different, brand new page with these guys, man. Again, the manager can't have a stronghold on the transfers. You see me? Because again, if him go get sacked, if the players that he wanted to suit the self-play that he wanted to play at Manchester United didn't work out and him go get sacked, these players still here. These players still here. And if another manager come in and say, okay, these were the previous manager player, but I don't want these players here, so they're not going to suit my system. That's going to erupt. That's going to create some tension right now. That's going to create some tension, which is why the upper echelon of the hierarchy, the football guys, the Claude Blancs or Ratcliffe, Stewart or who else is coming in, and getting a proper director of football that knows football, you see me, they control the transfers. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen, man. Because if we go allow the manager to have a stronghold on the transfers and things don't work out, not to be this broken record, but things go look ugly, man. And the players that a new manager, the new manager may not want him. They may not have no need for him, not even as a start, not even as a second stringer. Go send him to the under 18s, go play with them. Get some game time. But he go play them in his squad. So To wrap this all up, with how things are looking right now, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. I might get shot in my face a couple of years later on because things don't work out. But again, bro, this is a process. You see me? The thing with this is not just Manchester United fans or young Manchester United fans. This is just millennials, period. These generations want things quick at their fingertips like that. You see me? It's never patience with them. You have to be patient, man. You have to be patient. It's like being a cop. You see me? If you're a cop or a detective or a police or an agent, and you're trying to catch your intended target, you can't just come out of the car and see the person down the road and say, hey, stop where you are. You have the right to means no. You have to like surveil. You have to watch where they're going, their motives, their patterns. You can't just go like that and just lock them up. Plus, you have to have evidence of why you're locking them up. That's why you need to get surveillance first, the information first, before you lock them up. And that takes patience. But in this context right now, I'm talking about the process. A lot of person don't want to go through the process. It's just like in a line in the bank. They don't want to wait. And I get that. I hate that. I'd like to think most persons hate that. But it's patience. Let's go deal with that. That's the bullet that we have to bite with bringing in these new guys, because we're looking to change up stuff, and if we want to change up stuff, there has to be changes made. Period. Like and subscribe to the channel. I don't want to be ranting and raving. I'm just excited by what I'm seeing. It looks promising. I know it's all talk right now. But it looks promising, man. I can't lie on that. I can't say, oh, because I know some Man United fans putting up up front and say, oh, I'm not buying into it. I've been there before. I've had my heart broken. I've been played with. My emotions have been tangled with. I ain't go make these couple changes in the news change my mind. That no, we ain't go change nothing. Now there might be some truth and validity and reality in that statement. But like I said, man, I'm giving them time. I'm giving this Ratcliffe guy time. You see me? I'm going to see what's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. You see me? And if he believes that we have to sell certain players to make a statement, say, oh, we have to go send out some of these players to bring in fresh blood players. It depends on it. It depends on the personnel. Like, for example, Casemiro. I don't want Casemiro to be sold right now. Yes, right now, not right now, but I wouldn't say January, but in the summer, I would want Varane to be sold. Not because Evans is better than him, because he's not nearly. Not because Harry Maguire is better than him. That's not the reason, because he's not nearly better than Varane. But it's because of his injury record. Is he heavily reliant? Can you trust this guy to be fit to play at least 30 games in the Premier League? At least 9 games in the Champions League if you go deep in the Champions League. Is me. So these are the questions I'm asking myself. Is me. If we sell Anthony, cool. I'm done with that. If we sell Anthony for a big hefty fee, I'll drive this brethren to the nearest airport. You see me? Hey, things not working out with you right now at Manchester United, man. You see the writing on the wall, and your temperament is not Manchester United worthy, man. Yes, we have had hotheads over the years. Roy Keane, Yap Stam, Wayne Rooney. You see me? A few other names. Vidic, man. Vidic. You see me? But if you look at Anthony is still a child, man. Anthony's still a child. He's just 22. And it's not even about age, but it's about his temperament, man. Doku go shift this bridging and he go try kick off him foot. Just because him shift you. Him cut out your belly, so he want to kick down this guy. I just came on the football pitch in the Manchester United derby and he want to kick down this guy. And when he got to point in your face and say, you don't mess with me, I'm not your girlfriend that you allegedly rape, he just say, come on my face. So it just shows, and some person may say, well, damn, that reaction tells me something. I think he's guilty. I think he's guilty. If he's acting like that, just, and, I think he's guilty. Damn, the dude didn't even, fist him up or nothing. He's just so. If Anthony's sold, I'm cool with it. If Sancho is gone on loan, I'm cool with it. At least until May, isn't me? And he comes back in June from Juventus. Yeah. And we go from there. We make different changes. We have to be proactive, man. We can't be waiting until July, the last couple, the mid July to make transfers, man. We have to start early. And right now is a good right now is a good time, is me to make the changes, man. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I'm just happy with how things are, man. No, with not with how things are, but the promise with how things are changing. That's what I should say. It's just that I just want to run my mouth and just say this, man. I know I should have finished the video minutes ago, but I just want to say this, man. Let's play devil's advocate, Zin. Let's play devil's advocate. God forbid, of course, yes, because Manchester United fans have been through a lot, right? But if this thing don't work out, then we have to go start again. Yes, we have to go. Yeah, we have to go climb that mountain again, man. We have to make that change. But I'd like to think that's not going to be the case this time. Ratcliffe has 25% of the club, and the percentage that he has is the football side. Apparently, this guy has the CV because he's managed. He's run clubs like Nice in France. He has this guy in his pocket named Blanc. Sounds like a French name, like, is me. And this guy has been at PSG. He's been at Juventus. He's been around the block, so he has a CV. He has a proper CV. So he has credibility. He has notoriety. Is me. And you have this Patrick Stewart brethren that's coming in. And we are looking to appoint a new director of football that has experience. Not just anybody in director of football, but some person with actual director of football experience. So the prospects, how things are right now, it's looking promising. We can't say we don't believe in it entirely. You have to believe in it somehow. Because if you don't believe in it, who else go believe in it? And we're the Manchester United fans, and we're Manchester United persons. If we don't believe in it, who else is going to believe in it? These guys are putting their money, particularly Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe is putting in his money in this club, investing in this club. He's taking out his pocket money, and putting it in the club, investing in the club. So we have to, at least give him a degree of trust. But we have to step back and see what's going on. We can't just say, oh yes, I trust you. I trust that you're going to bring Manchester United back to the 90s, where we can win trophies, triplets, triple trophies. We can't be having that naivety. Again, bro, Man United fans have been played with for over all these years, man. So we can't be moving like that. So we have to have some awareness and say, okay, we have seen how this goes already. Let us see what happens next. Let's see what this guy is about. Yes, me. But I'm not with other Man United fans, man, talking bad about Jim Ratcliffe, man. Oh, he's a rat. I'm not done with that, man. What makes him a rat? Because, I know why he's a rat. Because he sleeps in the bed of the Glazers. And we want the Glazers out. I want the Glazers out. Everybody and their mama want the Glazers out. Everybody want the Glazers out of Manchester United. Not opponents, but we Man United fans want the Glazers out for numerous reasons. It's me. So, it's not even... But, see, I'm coming from the fact that I'm optimistic with Ratcliffe alone, man. The Glazers have nothing to do with football. Yes, the sponsors and, market tools, whatever. But in terms of football, what happens on the football pitch? And see that I was talking about... I know I'm going in a digression, but hear me out. I said this in the similarities to the Glazers and Paul Castellano. And I said this about Big Paul Castellano, talking about the mafia boss that passed, Paul Castellano. I said, even in Paul Castellano's crime family, he had two factions. So it's not like Big Paul was this yes, he was like the overlord of all things in that family. The Rockets, the hijackings, the extortions, the bootlegging. Well, bootlegging was more like a 1930s thing in the crime life. But you get what I'm saying. This is me gambling and etc. But just because he was the boss on paper doesn't mean that he was running everything in that family. Neil De La Croce was running another faction. So he had two factions in the family. The faction that Paul was running was more business persons. He had some guys that did dirty work, but that wasn't the majority of the faction that he presided over. Neil De La Croce, which was his second right hand man, his underboss, he had the muscle, he had the thugs, the guys that did the dirty work on his side. And I'm seeing in the context of Manchester United that although the Glazers on paper are the overlords, whatever you want to use it, they're not running everything in the club. The Glazers is running, market tools, whatever. But with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's running the football side. What we are interested in. The football side of Manchester United. That's what we're interested in, man. We don't care about no marketing sponsorship, man. We know business persons. How that will benefit us? That's not going to put money in our pocket. Because we buying stuff from them, it's putting money in their pockets. It's simple saying it will benefit us if they getting our money. But with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's controlling the football faction of Manchester United. You see that? So what I'm saying is that just because the Glazers are still here doesn't mean that they have a big... I mean, they may have a say here and there, but when it comes on to like football aspects, man, leave that to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, man. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna finish the video right here. So I just wanted to spew that out, man. But hey, I know I'm not the only person that believes in Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is me. I'm going to advocate for this guy, is me. I'm an advocate for this guy, that he's going to, make change. I'm not going to say that he's going to bring back the prime 2003 Manchester United or the prime 2008 Manchester United. What I'm saying is that what he's doing right now is promising, is me. It's the promise behind it. I like the promise. I like how this is looking. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below if you want. If you're very optimistic about what's going to be happening, because I know I am. Comments down below. I'll show you guys next video podcast somehow.